Hello, welcome to A VO's Journey. Today we're going to talk about the absolute craziness that we go through as voice actors when it comes to the grind and how we need to take a step back, all right, and look at the three different personalities that we have when it comes to a business and how we can utilize that in order to grow our voiceover business. So typically, when we talk about growing our voiceover business, we talk about I need to work harder, right? I need to do more auditions. I need to make more samples and demos. I need to do more networking. I need to put more samples out there, build more profiles, send more emails, build more pages on my website. I need to get more agents. Okay, we talk about all this stuff, and if you think about it, what does it all revolve around? It revolves around a crap ton of work, right? And it is work. I mean, literally, it is a job. Now, the cool thing about this job, right, is that it gets to build our business. However, the job itself is a lot of head down in the sand work. Okay, no fancy dream big, go large, none of this, why this is what I lay awake at night dreaming about doing. Right? This is the work that goes into being a voice actor or building a voiceover business. But the challenge with that, okay, is that what usually occurs is that we get so bogged down by all of this work trying to figure out what comes next, how to maintain, right? I mean, one of a huge challenge, which is a wonderful challenge, but it becomes a challenge, especially for people who are more seasoned, right? Is what do you do when you are getting work and then all of a sudden you realize, well, crap, I've got all this work. I don't have time to do the other things. I've talked about it before, right? I call it the roller coaster, right? The roller coaster, right? It goes up, your marketing goes up and up and up, and then your work goes up with it. And then as soon as your work is up here, you have no time to market. So your marketing goes down, right? And your work's going up. And it's like that, right? I always talk, it's like that convergence, right? When it converges, one goes up, one goes down, and then it has to continuously do, see I'm doing little dance moves, has to do these dance moves, right? And we're constantly fighting this battle because all we're doing is work, 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 work. The work never ends. So I want to talk to you about these three personalities. It comes from an incredible book. I'm sure you all have heard of it. It's called The E-Myth Revisited. And it's a book that changed my life. The idea of this book is it talks about building a business like a franchise. Not that you're building a franchise, okay, but that you're building a series of systems that can either run with you or are very efficient, okay, and can continue to work even when you're not working them. All right, and it was just a fascinating book. And in the book, Gerber is the guy who wrote the book, and he talks about there's three different types of personalities, okay, that we have. The first personality was the very first one we had when you started your business, right? It's the entrepreneur, right? The entrepreneur personality in us is this larger than life, the dreams. I want to be, a millionaire. I want to create something that is that my voice will be heard everywhere. That person that dreams big, okay, and has a dream. The entrepreneur. The second personality, right, is the manager. Okay, this is the person that organizes everything that the entrepreneur comes up with, all the crazy ideas, the excitement, the big dreams, takes all that and organizes it into a framework that can be put to actual practical use, right? The manager comes up with that organization. The entrepreneur could not live without the manager. Okay, because all of those ideas are incredible, but would turn into nothing without a manager. Okay. However, the manager would have nothing to do if there wasn't the entrepreneur to have the ideas. Okay. The third personality is the technician, the worker. This is the person who loves to put their head down and do the work. Take what the manager has organized and put together, all right, a series of jobs, and get those jobs done. They like to work hard. They don't typically like to be bothered by clients or other people. They just want to do the job. They want to get the job done. They want to do the work. They want to work. They work harder. They get more. That's what they want to do. But they're not there to organize and to methodically plan out each step. They're there to do what they do really well and to get it done. And beyond that, they don't want to do anything else. Okay? But without the manager, that worker has nothing to do. However, without the worker, the manager has no way of accomplishing the systems and the organizational tools and things put in place to finish, to actually complete the work. All right? So they both need each other. And the same thing with the entrepreneur. Each one of these personalities that we have for our business, the one needs the other, and the other needs the other, and the other needs the one. They all need each other. However, most of us, okay, and then again, this is according to this book, but I find that it's super true. Most of us have one of these personalities that is the dominant personality, okay? And I challenge you to think about, for you, what's your dominant personality? So, like, for me, so you usually have a dominant personality there, and then you might have two, maybe two. Most nobody has three. If someone has all three and they effectively work well together, those are the people who are like, the geniuses of our age. But most of us have one dominant personality with another personality that's second place, and then third place, right, is the last one. So, like, for me, my dominant personality is pretty much an entrepreneur, with the worker being a close second and manager being dead last for me. As an entrepreneur, I love ideas. I love coming up with them. I love dreaming about the possibilities of what could happen and dreaming big. I do it all the day, every day. All right. That's wonderful. The challenge I have sometimes, right, is taking all of those dreams, those ideas, all right, the visions of what could be, and then turning them into an organized actual process, right, to make those happen. I am a crazy worker. So when I'm on a mission to do something, I will work and work and work and work until I can't work anymore. So there is that. But the managerial part for me is not very high up there. My wife, on the other hand, she's an incredible manager. She's an organizational mastermind. She's master at it. But she probably wouldn't be. She's not necessarily very entrepreneurial, right? She doesn't want, the ideas are, she loves ideas, but the ideas are like, God, there's another idea that I've got to, or someone's thoughts that I've got to take and organize and figure out how to actually put them into action, right? And the worker is like, okay, I just want to get the work done. I can finish anything you put in front of me, but it's got to be ready for me to do, but then I'll finish it. I'll do it. So like that's an interesting look at yourself as a business and think about that. Now here's the challenge. The challenge is when one of these personalities, right, they inevitably do, takes over, okay, then they can effectively shut down the other ones. And you need these three people, if you will, these three personalities to be in your business, because without them, okay, your business will not be able to grow and function healthily. That's a word. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, if you are just focusing on the work, all right, and you're not having that managerial personality and sharing time with the entrepreneur personality, then all you're going to do is a bunch of work with no direction, no vision, and nothing will ever come of it. You will just work and work and work yourself to the bone, and the results will be diminishing, and it will end up being heartbreaking. Okay? If you are an organizational person, you're very managerial, and all you're doing is taking your stuff, getting all this information, organizing it, putting systems into place, but nothing is actually ever being done. Okay? Or you're ready to do the organization and you have the systems and you're very organized people, right? And you like to work, but you can't figure out what it is that you actually want. Okay? You can't figure out where you want to go, what that dream is, what that true vision is. I mean, that happens. I've met a lot of people who really struggle with that vision of what they want. Okay? Then you're going to be just throwing darts in the dark, hoping that randomly something comes. And what happens when you don't have that vision, that entrepreneurial spirit behind the machine, the organizational machine and the work machine, what happens is as the wind blows, you blow with it, right? And it can become very challenging to build a consistent, forward-moving business that has a purpose, that has a vision, right? All of these things go together. Now, you could be really super like entrepreneurial, and you do like to organize, right? But you struggle with getting the work done. You struggle with getting the work done. All right, that you're stuck with this analysis paralysis. Okay, that was the word, by the way, I was looking for the other day. Analysis paralysis. I couldn't think of it. But the importance of recognizing these three different personalities, and then being able to say, I'm this personality. I'm not so good over here in this personality though. And then recognizing it, and then being able to build your business to focus on your strengths, but also be aware of your weaknesses and compensate for them. All right. I love that saying, know thyself. Okay. Know thyself. It should be know thyself and also accept thyself. I mean, yes, there are times where we always need to grow and change. That's true. But, I think there's a realistic nature that we need to be aware of. I always think that if you know that you have a problem doing X, Y, Z, accept it. Don't run away from it, but fix it from the standpoint of, if I'm not going to be able to do this, or I know I don't like to do this, you got to build a system. You have to build a system then that does that thing that you don't like to do or you're not able to do. Don't just ignore it and run away with it, but you have to solve that problem. So tying all of this together, from the beginning of the video, I talked about working on your business, not just in your business. This is what it means to work on your business, right? Is to look at these bigger challenges that you have. What is the overall direction of your business? Okay, what's the challenges that you're having with time? Maybe you have a time issue with your job, like you work full time, you're exhausted, right? That's a challenge, and then you have to do voiceover work, and you got to figure this whole thing out, and you got to live this. That's a challenge. That's a system. That's something that needs to be built by you. That's something that needs to be crafted and come up with for you to overcome that challenge. That's working on your business. Okay, not just in your business, not just submitting all the stuff. Yes, that's a part of it, because we talked about the worker, the technician. Okay, but all of those other things are a part of your business, of your success. Okay, so listen, I hope that this has given you some food for thought for the weekend. I know I did a coffee time this morning about working on your business, not in your business, but I thought it was really important to be a lot more specific about what I meant by that. If you're interested too about learning more about this and see the systems and the things that we've built and that we're continue building at Avio's Journey, over at Avio's Journey Elite Academy, we'd love to have you join. If you're a voice actor, and you're starting out, or you've been around for a while, we've added so much to our academy to help voice actors at every stage of their business grow, be evaluated, know how to progress and how to use the systems they need in order to be successful. Check us out. There's a link below. We're offering 50% off the first month. We'd love to have you. You have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.